This is review for Unit 8 in Geometry. So the first question asks us to name each of the three-dimensional figures below, label the radius, the height, and the slant height, and then highlight or shade in the actual base. And then finally to write the formula of each. So I'm going to fill that in for you real quickly. Hopefully you know how to do all of these already. So the first one is a cone, and the formula is 4 pi, sorry, let me try that again. The first one is a cone, and the formula is pi r squared h divided by 3. And if you remember, if your teacher did a demonstration, that's because 3 of these cones would fill up the cylinder with the same radius and height. The next one is a triangular prism, and that's because the base shape is a triangle. The formula is just the area of the base shape, which in our case is a triangle, times the height of the shape. The next one is a cylinder, and the formula is pi r squared h, and you just need to find the radius and the height and substitute them in. And the next one is a pyramid, and a pyramid is very similar to a cone. It has one point at the top. So the formula for this one also divides by 3. And you need to find the area of the base shape, which could be a square or a rectangle. And then multiply by the height divided by 3. And the last one is a sphere. And for the sphere, all you need is the radius. And the formula is 4 pi r to the third over 3. In question number 2, they ask us to find the volume of the rectangular prism. So I wrote the formula here. The formula for the volume is the area of the base shape, and in our case they told us it's a rectangle, so I basically just have to multiply 8 times 7, but then we have to multiply by the height to get the volume, so you multiply by 3. So the volume is 168. For number 3, they ask us to find the volume of a cone. The radius is 6, the height is 8, and the slant height is 10. Well, to find the volume of a cone, we need the radius. So I'm going to substitute in a radius of 6 and then square it. The height is actually right down the middle. It is not the slant height, so it's times 8 and then divide by 3. So I'm just going to simplify this by doing 6 squared, multiply by 8, and divide by 3, and keep pi in my answer. When you do that, you get 96 pi. If you ever actually had to plug in the number to your calculator to find out an approximation, just use the pi button on your calculator or multiply by 3.14. In question number 4, they ask us to find the volume of the sphere. So they gave us the radius. Be careful, sometimes they give you the diameter. Our formula just has a radius to plug in, so I just took the 3, I substituted in, and now I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to raise 3 to the third power, which is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. I'm going to multiply by 4 and divide by 3 and simplify. When you do that, you will get 36 pi. Again, if you really want to know how much that is, you can always replace pi with approximately 3.14 or use the pi button in your calculator to get an estimate.